Imagine waking up to widespread internet blackouts, closed banks and soldiers patrolling the streets.
You are calling me now to my landline, which we have never used it before, because all our internet and the phone lines are cut off since this morning. It's on and off and on and off. We have seen these kind of things that happened in 1988, that what military did, but we did not expect this to be happen in this 2021.
Well, like Sammy Samuels, who I24 News managed to get a hold of, that's what greeted many of Myanmar's 54 million citizens when they awoke on Monday morning, after the country's powerful military staged a coup, cut off communications and detained its democratically elected leaders. Reports that a military takeover was imminent had been swirling for days, as political tensions worsened after the country's November 8 election. The military claimed voter fraud. The Election Commission rejected the allegations. Now, almost 3 months later and hours before the first session of the new parliament, armed forces have seized control.
We are still in disbelief that this happened. And honestly, we really don't know where this coup will lead us to. For me personally, it was my worst nightmare unfolding right before my eyes. The atmosphere in Naypyidaw is eerily calm, as if we're awaiting the arrival of an imminent storm.
Myanmar was ruled by the military until 2011, when democratic reforms spearheaded by the country's elected ruler, Aung San Suu Kyi, effectively ended their rule. She had previously spent 15 years in detention for her pro-democratic stance. In November's election, Suu Kyi claimed an overwhelming victory, 83% of the vote, securing another 5 years in power. The recent election was only Myanmar's second democratic vote.
The people of Myanmar have been through so much. They've lived under a brutal military regime for decades. They're going through a pandemic. They're struggling with the economy.
Monday's events have plunged Myanmar into a deep political crisis, which has been widely condemned internationally. As for many Western nations, the military coup marks a potentially volatile moment for the fledgling democracy.